Well, before we get to Jim Cramer, who's talking Tesla, Tesla stock, and apparently some stocks astrology, remember this? Elon Musk with Donald Trump in front of the White House with a range of Tesla vehicles, including the absolutely goated Cybertruck. President Trump buying a Tesla Model S Plaid to be used by his staff at the White House as a show of support for Elon Musk, who, as Trump said, doesn't need this, as in the attacks, the criticism, the threats on his life by deranged far-left radical lunatics who hate the idea of the Department of Government Efficiency discovering up to $1 trillion or so per year of waste and fraud of US taxpayer money. The swamp is real mad. Some domestic terror organisations being funded by more political leftists have been vandalising a few Teslas here and there. The media is lapping it up, attacking Tesla showrooms, committing actual acts of terrorism to try and threaten and intimidate Elon Musk and the Department of Government Efficiency to fuck right off. Well, when Elon's got his back against the wall, the man knows how to counterpunch. And as I mentioned at the time, the result of this, Trump showing a clear sign of support for Elon Musk, who's a true patriot, who's being attacked unfairly for trying to help save US taxpayers' money. Again, it's just crazy to think why anyone would be against this, unless, of course, they're part of the fraud or they're a total anarchist and want to see the US burn. And I said, you know what? This is probably going to massively accelerate the shift in perceptions that many conservatives, aka Republican voters, have about electric vehicles. And sure enough, soon after the face of Fox News, Sean Hannity announces he's purchasing a Tesla Model S Plaid as well. Countless other examples. So, any clues as to what we're looking at on screen now? This is Google search trends for buy Tesla over the last 12 months. And the dashed line, by the way, is latest data. Might be some slight adjustments, but look, it's gone vertical. Just to be clear, this is the search term buy Tesla worldwide over the past 12 months. Let's zoom in a little bit. Past 30 days. Now, this is a little interesting, isn't it? On the 11th, 12th, 13th and 14th of March now, we have a massive increase that so far appears somewhat sustained. Obviously, I don't expect these levels to be sustained forever. But look at this. Clearly, as predicted, this has had a positive impact on interest in Tesla. Anyone who was thinking about buying a new vehicle, who's a supporter of Donald Trump and or the Department of Government Efficiency, sees this massive moment with Trump buying a Tesla, doing the whole press conference, explaining why he's doing it as a show of support. And now this. By the way, for anyone who doesn't understand how Google Trends work, this is relative search interest. So there's always going to be a point that's roughly 100 on the chart. Everything else is relative, right? So based on this, it looks like there's roughly, as I record this, 2.5, 3 times as many daily searches, up to 4 times as many on some of these in the last 4 days versus the long-term average. Crazy. And there's a lot of anecdotes from Tesla staff saying that they've never seen such crazy interest and order flow. Now, of course, some people will make the point that there's probably some people simply searching on Google for Trump buy Tesla. Maybe Google doesn't separate these things, although a bunch of pretty smart people at that company, you'd hope that they'd be able to distinguish the search interest in actually buy Teslas in how to buy Tesla versus did Trump buy Tesla. Regardless, this is massive. This has just put the transition in the minds of many people who previously thought electric vehicles have 2 miles of range and are only for hippies. That shift in perception, where they actually start seeing reality, has put it into hyperdrive. Amazing stuff. Of course, there always are 2 sides to the coin. Cue clip.
This is just blatant hypocrisy.
It sure is, John. The only reason Democrats have changed their minds on Tesla is because Elon Musk changed his mind on Donald Trump. That's the bottom line. I know AOC, for instance, used to drive a Tesla. I'm not sure if she still does. If she still does, it's because she knows it's a great American-made product. And that's why President Trump was proud to review some of those models at the White House yesterday. He ultimately went with the red sports model. It's actually sitting at West Exec right here at the White House now. But as you said, the president purchased the Cybertruck for his granddaughter, which is a very nice gesture. And it's an American-made vehicle, and that's what the president supports most.
I mean, talk about a massive backfire from the radical left lunatics trying to intimidate Elon, threaten him to harm Tesla. Next minute, massive turkey slap across the face from Orange Man Bad and Elon Bad with his huge press conference. And we've seen the search data now, a massive surge in interest. It is quite curious, though. People who previously were screaming from the rooftops, I bought a Tesla, look at me, good person, I love the environment, have done a complete 180. I guess that's what happens when NPCs receive the latest over-the-air software update. Now, we'll get to Cramer in just a sec, but I do want to add something. Many people will say, well, Stephen, the same thing happened to Republicans. Now they're all supporting Teslas because Donald Trump did. Grain of truth in this, however, there's a difference. People who previously supported Tesla did so because they understood they made exceptional products that whooped internal combustion engine vehicles on everything that mattered, was super technologically advanced, there was ubiquitous charging. They understood. They were relatively well informed. The same could not be said for many conservative voters out there who, let's be honest, are completely ill-informed about electric vehicles. They think they have zero range. You can't charge them anywhere. They spontaneously combust. All false. Their eyes have now been opened to an existing reality. People who previously supported Tesla, owned Tesla, drove Tesla vehicles already knew the reality. Their eyes were already opened. So it's not like they've discovered new information about Tesla's vehicles. It's just they've been told Elon bad, therefore Tesla bad. These two things are not the same. Just one last quick comment on this long detour, and then Cramer. One of my favourite accounts on X here. See him in the feed all the time. Don't even need to follow. Reddit lies. No shit, Sherlock. This is amazing. What we're looking at is the front page of Reddit, 2025 versus 2014. Importantly, Donald Trump was elected president of the United States initially back in 2016, and Reddit used to be a useful resource. It is now the absolute fucking anus of the internet, filled with hateful, angry, depressed, mentally ill, deranged leftards, almost entirely. Check this out. We're going to start with the front page, March 2025. The top thing, per this screenshot, Musk melts down as Tesla stock price plunges. By the way, this is from rollingstone.com. What the fuck, bro? Next one. When you realise you might have just thrown away your empire, all just to own the libs. A video of Elon Musk. The third one here, not relating to Elon. The fourth thing, Elon Musk points finger at Ukraine for cyber attack. Another one that's not related to Elon. Another one that's not related to Elon. Then number 7, Musk calls Senator Mark Kelly a traitor over UK trip. Kelly pushes back. Number 9, something about Trump. Number 12, a wife claiming that her husband and her disagree on politics. I wonder which way she leans. Versus 2014. And Ask Me Anything. Somebody honouring their fantastic grandfather. Some funny comment. Some gaming content. Some cute content with a dog. Interesting. It seems like back in 2014, Reddit had a collection of different stuff on the front page of a various range of topics, issues, funny, cute, blah, 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 versus Elon bad, Elon bad, Elon bad, Trump bad, Elon bad. Of course, it's been many years since Reddit has gone down the fucking gurgler. People get banned for, let's say, posting an image of Donald Trump on a subreddit for posting images of people. Banned. Elon's Hitler. Trump's Hitler. Anything to do with Orange Man bad or Elon bad, instant ban. Not kidding, by the way. And a bunch of these self-hating, basement-dwelling, adult virgin Reddit mods, I may as well just call them Reddit mods, it's a shorter way of saying the exact same thing, also banned links on their subreddits to x.com. I mean, what the fuck, dude? Deranged. Now, at long last, Jim Cramer on Tesla.
Now, yesterday, the stock started rebounding, and today it tacked on another 7.6%. So, you got to ask, could this be the real deal? Now, listen, it's hard to predict the fundamentals here, in large part because Tesla trades on the potential of its self-driving technology, something I very much believe in, but that could be years down the road. It's also hard to put a value on your CEO being the right-hand man of the president. No one's ever done that. It's definitely worth something, but how the heck do you put a number on that? What's the PE multiple on that? So rather than trying to game this one out, you know what? I'd rather go off the charts. And I never do this at the end of the show, but this is really important because we're going off the charts with Larry Williams. He's the legendary technician and market historian who's been the best in the business since before I learned how to drive.
Oh, fuck no. Did he just say technician? What an over-the-top way of describing. I think he's talking about technical analysis right here. Stocks Astrology. I saw a comment on this video when it was posted. I haven't watched it, but somebody said something about chart analysis. Oh, God. Here we go. By the way, just to be clear, technical analysis, it's a load of fucking horse shit. It's astrology for stocks. It gives people delusions, false hope, feelings of safety and comfort when they don't know what the fuck's actually going to happen. Again, if technical analysis actually made sense and had meaningful predictive power, there'd be millions of quintillionaires who capitalized on the incredible insights that reading some of the aggregate movements of a stock historically would tell them about the future movements of the stock. It's absolute horse shit, but it does help very low IQ people sleep better at night. And I love, every time I roast technical analysis, people get triggered. Some of these people who are coping, it's a self-soothing mechanism. Because here's why, right? If the chart tells you should do this and then it doesn't work out, well, it's not your fault. The technical analysis isn't perfect. Otherwise, I would be a trillionaire. It's not my fault. I don't have to take responsibility for my investing decision because the chart told me to do this even though it was wrong. And then, of course, occasionally, if it turns out that it appears that the chart told you to do something and it was a correct decision, I'm a fucking genius. Pure cope. Total scam. This is what people with a short-term trader mentality who are also short on a few IQ points try to do instead of understanding the long-term fundamentals of a company and looking over the long term, seeing opportunity, trying to value the company, as opposed to read the fucking stock chart. Rant over.
He's written over a dozen books, created a ton of proprietary technical indicators, and most important, he's got a stunning track record, especially over the past 5 years. And I revere him.
Actually, let's find this guy's net worth. And importantly, how he made his money. Hopefully he made his money reading charts and trading based on the chart, what the chart said to do, right? As opposed to made the money somewhere else and invested. And hopefully he hasn't made all of his money selling technical analysis courses to retards who need some false sense of security. Okay, so this is Larry R. Williams, 82 years of age, an American author, stock and commodity trader, and a 1970s and 80s political candidate in the state of Montana. Now, why did I start with the guy's age? Well, I mean, compounding is a hell of a drug, right? So this guy should be worth many, many, many billions of dollars today, obviously. Hard to find any reliable information here, apparently. Oh, God, he's written a book called Long-Term Secrets to Short-Term Trading. Jesus Christ. Apparently, he has a $20 million net worth, but you can't believe everything you read on the internet. A 2024 article claims he has a net worth of around $50 million, but he doesn't disclose, so it's hard to know for sure. I mean, maybe he's a secret multi-billionaire. I guess we'll never know. So, 82 years of age, just for the record, I've done the quick math here. If my current net worth were to grow at 10% per year until I reached Larry's age, I'll be sitting on a few $100 million. No technical analysis necessary. Even at just 7%, I'd be sitting on over $100 million. Now again, Larry doesn't actually disclose his net worth, so who fucking knows? But you'd expect somebody who can perform stocks astrology and is 82 years old, surely got to be worth a few $billion.
Always have. Larry's the one who called the COVID bottom, for instance, in April 2020, back when just about everyone was terrified that we'd be stuck in a prolonged government-mandated recession. And you know what he's doing tonight? He's calling the bottom in Tesla. First, I want you to take a look at the weekly chart of Tesla paired with Larry's proprietary valuation model. According to this model, Tesla has finally reached undervalued territory. And when the stocks come down to these levels in the past, it typically attracts real buyers. It leads to a big bounce. Speaking of buyers, check out this chart of Tesla's paired with Larry's measure of professional accumulation. Even as the stocks come down, this picture shows very aggressive buying. Not selling, but buying. That's typically an harbinger of higher prices. Professional money managers have begun adding to positions while individual investors have been throwing in the towel. That's what you've seen. And it usually means that you should be buying alongside of these investors. I agree. But is this the right moment to pounce on Tesla, or could it have another leg down in the brutal stock market? Okay, I want you to take a look at this daily chart with Tesla true seasonal pattern in blue, okay?
Now, look, I don't want to put on my tinfoil hat, but if I were wearing a tinfoil hat, I might ask, do Jim and Larry have a financial relationship? This almost seems like a paid promo for Larry's supposedly proprietary chart stocks astrology information. What? Almost to the point of tapping out here, guys. Dude, this shit is just killing me. Hey, look, we put some lines and some other lines, and we'll pretend that there's some kind of strong correlation here, or reading these will tell you what to do in the future. Bro, autonomy, Austin, June. Optimus, soon. Tesla doubling US production, soon. Stock down 50% from recent all-time highs. Why? Because of far-left radical lunatics going after Tesla. I mean, I don't need to look at a fucking chart. I have been buying at these levels with every spare cent.
Larry loves to look at how stocks tend to trade over the course of the year. He goes over the history, then finds a seasonal pattern that plays out time after time.
Yeah, bro, this is 100% a fucking paid ad, I swear. I mean, totally not. I don't have my tinfoil hat on. I'm done. Does he have anything useful to say here at all? Or just more stocks astrology? Let's skip ahead a bit.
Past couple days is just the beginning of a huge move. And I got to tell you, all aboard! I'm with Larry.
All right, one little final nugget here.
Attached to it. The forecast is blue on the way up, gray on the way down. Right now suggests that Tesla should be ready to rally, maybe furiously, with a pullback creating another buying opportunity around mid-June. Larry notes that we've seen this wave in Tesla stock numerous times before historically. Stocks rallied 80% of the time during this time period. I think that's pretty good odds. So if you believe Larry Williams, and he's earned a lot of credibility over the years, then this is a gentleman start your electric engines moment for Tesla.
Oh, God, this shit's so funny, dude. I'd love to see Larry's Tesla valuation model. I'm just kidding, he doesn't have one. This seems to be suggesting that he sees Tesla going to about $500 per share. It just was $500 per share. Cool story, bro. Oh, fuck me. Funnily enough, though, for completely different reasons, I am on a similar page to Larry here, with autonomy just around the corner, Optimus ramping, Tesla doubling US production capacity, introducing new, more affordable vehicles, and a bunch of fake news and domestic terrorism being targeted at Tesla, causing a lot of panic over the short term. I have been buying with every spare cent, and I expect a few years from now, future Steven's going to be very pleased with past Steven's buying activity. And I didn't even need to read any charts. Want more content? Early access? A bunch of perks? Click the links in the pinned comment. AG1 is awesome. I've been taking it daily now for more than 3 years. It's a great way to fill in nutritional gaps. It's packed full of vitamins, minerals, and whole food source nutrients, plus has prebiotics, probiotics, and adaptogens to improve gut health, regularity, and help your body handle stress. I'm always looking for an edge to help me feel and perform my best, which is why I haven't missed a day of AG1 for more than 3 years. Just try it and see how you feel. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs. This is what viewers of the channel had to say after trying AG1. I feel like I have a lot more energy since I started on AG1. Just got my AG1 in the mail. Legit feeling the effects after day 3. 3 months ago, I started AG1 and have been enjoying the evenness of alertness and energy that lasts the day. I just started the wife on it too. Are you convinced yet? I mean, hey, it's worth trying, right? Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR, or I can keep going. This viewer, after about a month on AG1, definitely a lack of fatigue in the afternoon. Pleasant side effect is that my coffee intake has imploded and is almost down to 0. One more? Yeah, why not? I honestly feel younger and will be continuing to use AG1. This stuff really is crazy good. I didn't think it would be, but this stuff is awesome. It really is what everyone is saying. One more? Don't mind if I do. I've just received my 3rd month supply. I've drank it every day. I have so much energy throughout most of the day. I'm productive, started a new business, started socializing, refurbished a boat. It's no coincidence. Thank you for your persistence, your integrity, and your insights. Now look, these are not my words. These are not my testimonials. This is what you guys and girls are saying. Maybe it's 100% placebo effect. But even if that's the case, I think it's money well spent. Click the link in the pinned comment or head to drinkag1.com/SMR and get yourself a free 1-year supply of vitamin D3 plus K2 and 5 travel packs.